Hi guys, good day, it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class, it's all about addition and subtraction of scientific notation. So without further ado, let's do this topic. Now, I will give you 4 examples class in adding scientific notation and another 4 examples in subtracting scientific notation. Because we need to explain this one class step by step. Alright, so let's start with example number 1. Our given, we have 3.1 times 10 raised to the power of 3 plus 4.3 times 10 raised to the power of 3. Now, if they have the same exponent class, it's easy for us to add the scientific notation. Simply add the following numbers, 3.1 plus 4.3, and then you get the answer. Simply copy times 10 raised to the power of 3. So let's answer number 1 class for you not to be confused. Once again class, if they have the same exponent, we can just simply add the numbers. 3.1 plus 4.3. Once again, if you're adding decimals, you align the decimal point. So align the decimal point. So 1 plus 3, that's 4. Copy the decimal point. So align the decimal point, simply copy. 3 plus 4, that would be 7. So therefore, class, the answer is 7.4. So our answer, that would be 7.4. Simply copy times 10. Simply copy the exponent. That's it, class. That's the answer with regards to example number 1. Very easy for number 1 class because they have the same exponent. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 2. Alright, so for example number 2, our given, we have 5.7 times 10 raised to the power of 4 plus 4.87 times 10 raised to the power of 5. Do they have the same exponent? Nope, they don't have the same exponent. So therefore, class, the smaller exponent should adjust. We need to make this 4 to become 5. Now, to make this 4 becomes 5, we need to move the decimal point right to left once. Okay, once again, class, let me just copy this one. 5.7 times 10 raised to the power of 4. Now, we need to make this 4, class, to become 5. Of course, to make this 4 become 5, we need to add 1, right? 4 plus 1, that would be 5. Now, if you're adding 1, class, you need to move the decimal point right to left once. Move the decimal point right to left once because we need to add 1 to make it 5. Now, once you need to add 1, you need to move the decimal point right to left once. So, move this 1 right to left once, 1, and the decimal point will be here. So, therefore, this will be 0.57 times 10 raised to the power of 5. And you will have the same exponent. So, once again, class, now, once you add 2, okay, once you move twice, you need to add 2. Once you move once, you need to add 1. If you move thrice, going to the left, you need to add 3. So that's the thing that, let me give you an example. Because if I will say 5.7 times 10 raised to the power of 4. Now, if I move the decimal point right to left 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and the decimal point will be here, right? And our answer, we have 0.0057. Now, you move 3 times going to the left, so therefore, you need to add 3 on the exponent. That will be 4 plus 3, and this will be 0.0057 times 10 raised to the power of 7. I hope it's clear for you, class, with regards to this one. We need to make this 4 to become 5. Now, to make this 4 become 5, of course, we need to add 1, right? Because 4 plus 1, that will be 5. Now, once we add 1, therefore, we need to move the decimal point right to left once because we will be adding 1. So, therefore, our answer, we have 0.57 times 10 raised to the power of 5. So, this is just the same, class. Once again, class, this is just the same. We just convert this 4 to become 5. And to convert this 4 to become 5, we need to move the decimal point right to left once. Okay, right to left once, so this will be 0.57. Now, they have the same exponent, so therefore, we can add this one. Okay, so therefore, we can add that one. I hope it's clear for you, class. Let me give you another last one example, class, for you not to be confused. If I will say 2.3 times 10 raised to the power of 5. Okay, 2.3 times 10 raised to the power of 5. Now, if I will move the decimal point right to left twice, 1, 2, okay, I will move the decimal point right to left twice, 1, 2, and my answer, class, will be 0. Of course, there's 0 here, 0.023, right? Times 10. Now, I move the decimal point right to left twice. Therefore, I will be adding 2. So, this will be times 10 raised to the power of 7. Okay, I hope it's clear for you, class, with regards to this one. If you move the decimal point once, you add 1. If you move it twice, you will add 2. If you move it thrice, you will add 3. So therefore, a while ago, we moved one time right to left. So therefore, we add 1. So this will be 0.57 times 10 raised to the power of 5. And then combined with 4.87 times 10 raised to the power of 5. Okay, and then we can just simply add the decimal numbers. So 0.57 plus 4.87. Okay, simply add this one. Once again, align the decimal point. So 7 plus 7, that's 14. 4, carry 1. 1 plus 5, that's 6. Plus 8, that will be 14. 4, carry 1. Copy the decimal point. And then 1 plus 0, that's 1. Plus 4, that's 5. So therefore, the answer is 5.44 times 10 raised to the power of 5. Okay, we convert this one into this one. So they have the same exponent, simply copy the exponent. That's it, class. That's the answer with regards to example number 2. I hope it's clear for you, class, with regards to example number 2. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 3. We have 5 times 10 raised to the power of negative 3 plus 3.3 times 10 raised to the power of negative 6. Once again, class, same scenario with number 2. The smaller exponent will adjust. This 4 becomes 5, right? A while ago, we make this 4 to become 5. Now, in this scenario, class number 3, which is smaller, class? Negative 3 or negative 6? That's correct. Negative 6 is smaller. In negative, class, the larger the negative number, the smaller in value. So, therefore, negative 6 is less than negative 3. So, negative 3 is greater than negative 6. So, therefore, we need to make this one into negative 3. So, let me just copy this one. 3.3 times 10 raised to the power of negative 6. Now, to make this one into negative 3, we can add it by 3, right? Because negative 6 plus 3, once again, class, negative 6 plus 3, if we add 3, so negative 6 plus 3, what's the answer, class? That's correct, that would be negative 3. If the signs are not the same, once again, class, if the signs are not the same, you subtract 6 minus 3, that's 3, and then you copy the sign of the larger number. 6 is greater than 3, we copy the sign. That's why we have negative 3. Once again, that's unlike signs, subtract. 6 minus 3 is 3. Now, 6 is greater than 3. We copy the sign. That's why we have negative 3. So, therefore, to make this negative 6 becomes negative 3, we need to add it by 3. Because negative 6 plus 3, the answer is negative 3. Now, once we add 3, therefore, we need to move the decimal point right to left 3 times because we add positive 3. Move the decimal point right to left 3 times. 1, 2, and then 3. And the decimal point will be here. So therefore, this will be 0.0033. So this will be 0.0033 times 10 raised to the power of negative 3. Negative 6 plus 3, the answer is negative 3. So this is just the same, class. Once again, class, this is just the same. Okay, we make this negative 6 to become negative 3. And to make this one to become negative 3, we need to add it by 3. Because negative 6 plus 3, the answer is negative 3. We need to add positive 3. Now, since we add 3, therefore, we need to move the decimal point right to left 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So that's why we have 0.0033. And then, can we add this up? Yup, we can add this up because we have the same exponent, that is negative 3. So 0.0033 and then plus, simply copy this one. Once again, because for any whole number, the decimal point is always after the whole number. The decimal point is here. So this will be 5 point, and then simply add zeros. 5.000 is just the same with 5. So you can put zeros there, that's okay. Times 10 raised to the power of negative 3. And then simply add, class. So 3 plus 0, that's 3. 3 plus 0, that's 3. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. Copy the decimal point. 0 plus 5, that's 5. That's it, class. 5.0033 times 10 raised to the power of negative 3. All set. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 3. So this will be 5.0033 times 10 raised to the power of negative 3. All set, class, with regards to example number 3. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 4. Alright, so last example, class, example number 4. We have 2.3 times 10 raised to the power of negative 2 plus 1.57 times 10 raised to the power of 3. Now, which is smaller, class, negative 2 or positive 3? Of course, that would be negative 2. So therefore, we need to convert this negative 2 into positive 3. And to do that, we need to add by 5, right? So let me just copy this one, 2.3 times 10 raised to the power of negative 2. Now, how will you make this negative 2 to become positive 3? Of course, we need to add 5, right? Because negative 2 plus 5, what's the answer, class? Negative 2 plus 5. That's correct. That would be positive 3, right? Because if the signs are not the same, we have negative 2, we have positive 5. If the signs are not the same, you need to subtract 5 minus 2, that's 3. Now, 5 is greater than 2, therefore, our answer is positive 3. So, therefore, to make this negative 2 to become positive 3, we need to add it by 5. Because negative 2 plus 5, that would be positive 3. Now, if you're confused, class, to get that number, which is 5, you can just simply subtract this one, class. Once again, class, if you're confused, sir, how did you get this number 5? Now, I get this number 5, class, because if we add negative 2 plus 3, the answer, class, is positive 3. And then we will have the same positive 3. Now, if you're confused how to get this number 5, we can just simply subtract, class, the bigger number minus the smaller number. Once again, class, the bigger number minus the smaller number. 3 minus the smaller number, which is negative 2. So, 3 minus negative 2. Both negative, you can multiply this one. So, this will be 3. Negative times negative, that would be positive. Copy 2. 3 plus 2, that would be 5. That's why, class, I get 5. Okay, that's why, class, I get 5. You can do this one, class. You can subtract the bigger number minus the smaller number. Same with number 3, class. Once again, same with number 3. Sir, how did you get positive 3 a while ago? The bigger number, negative 3, minus the smaller number. So, negative 3 minus negative 6. So, copy negative 3. Negative times negative, multiply this one. Negative times negative, that would be positive. And then simply copy 6. If the signs are not the same, negative 3 plus 6, if the signs are not the same, you subtract 6 minus 3, that's 3. Now, 6 is greater than 3, we copy the sign, which is positive 3. That's why, class, for number 3, we add positive 3. Do you still remember, class? For number 3, we add positive 3, right? So, you can do this one, class. Sir, how did you get positive 3? By simply subtracting the bigger number minus the smaller number. But once again, class, it will take time if we do it that way. That's why, class, in this scenario, for number 4, once again, class, in this scenario for number 4, we have negative 2. Now, how will you make this negative 2 to become positive 3? Of course, you will add 5, right? Because 5 plus negative 2, 5 plus negative 2. If the signs are not the same, you subtract 5 minus 2 is 3. Now, 5 is greater than 2. We copy the sign. We have positive 3. So, therefore, to make this negative 2 to become positive 3, we add it by 5. Alright, now since we add 5, therefore, we need to move the decimal point right to left 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And the decimal point will be here. So, how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so this will be 0. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros. 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, 3. Times 10 raised to the power of 3. Once again, negative 2 plus 5, that would be positive 3. And then simply copy this one, 1 point. Once again, because you align the decimal point, 1.57. And then you can put zeros, 0, 0, 0, 0 times 10 raised to the power of 3. And they will have the same exponent. And then simply add that one. So once again, because you can put zeros there, that's okay. So 3 plus 0 is 3. 2 plus 0 is 2, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 7 is 7, 0 plus 5 is 5, copy the decimal point, 0 plus 1 is 1, times 10 raised to the power of 3. That's it, class. All set. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 4. I hope it's clear for you, class, with regards to example number 4. Alright, so let's proceed now in subtracting scientific notation. Let's have 4 examples, class, in subtraction of scientific notation. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 1. So we have given 5.78 times 10 raised to the power of 4 minus 3.15 times 10 raised to the power of 4. Do they have the same exponent? Yep, the same exponent. So therefore, we can just simply subtract the following numbers. Alright, so subtract that one, 5.78 minus 3.15 Alright, so 8 minus 5, that's 3. 7 minus 1, that's 6. Copy the decimal point. 5 minus 3, that would be 2. So therefore, the answer, that would be 2.63 times 10 raised to the power of 4. Simply copy the exponent. That's it. That's the answer with regards to example number 1. Very easy, right? For example number 1. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 2. Alright, so example number 2, we have 6.13 times 10 raised to the power of 5 minus 2.8 times 10 raised to the power of 4. Once again, class, the smaller exponent will adjust. We need to make this 4 to become 5. And to make this 4 to become 5, of course, we need to add 1. So let me just copy this one. 2.8 times 10 raised to the power of 4. Once again, to make this 4 to become 5, we need to add 1. Now, once you add 1, you need to move the decimal point right to left once. So 1, and the decimal point will be here. So this will be 0. Once again, this is 0.28 times 10 raised to the power of 5. Sir, why is it raised to the power of 5? Because we add 1. Now, once you add 1, you need to move the decimal point right to left once. Now, if you add 2, therefore, you need to move the decimal point right to left twice. If you add 2, if you add 3, therefore, you need to move the decimal point right to left 3 times if you add 3. Now, since we just only add 1, therefore, we need to move the decimal point right to left once. That's why, class, we have 0.28 times 10 raised to the power of 5. And this is just the same, class. Once again, class, this is just the same. We need to adjust. So, therefore, can we subtract it now? Yep, we can subtract it now because they have the same exponent. Alright, so simply subtract the decimal number. So we have 6.13 minus this one, 0.28. Once again, class, 6.13, this one minus this one. So 6.13 minus 0.28. Alright, so 3 minus 8, that's cannot be. We borrow 1. This 1 becomes 0. This 3 becomes 13. 13 minus 8. What's the answer, class? That's correct. That will be 5. 0 minus 2, that's cannot be. The 6 becomes 5. The 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 2, that's 8. Copy the decimal point. 5 minus 0, that will be 5. So therefore, class, the answer is 5.85. So this will be 5.85. Copy times 10 raised to the power of 5. They have the same exponent now, which is 5. Raised to the power of 5. That's it, class. All set. With regards to example number 2. 5.85 times 10 raised to the power of 5. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 3. Alright, so example number 3, we have 4.2 times 10 raised to the power of negative 2 minus 3.3 times 10 raised to the power of negative 3. Now, which is smaller, class? Negative 3 or negative 2? That's correct. The smaller, that would be negative 3. So therefore, negative 3 should adjust. We need to make this negative 3 to become negative 2. So let me just copy this one. 3.3 times 10 raised to the power of negative 3. Now, how will you make this negative 3 to become negative 2? Of course, we need to add 1, right? Because negative 3 plus 1, what's the answer, class? Negative 3 plus 1. That's correct. Negative 3 plus 1, the answer, class, is negative 2. If the signs are not the same, we have negative 3, we have positive 1. Subtract 3 minus 1, that's 2. Now 3 is greater than 1, we copy the sign. That's why we have negative 2. So therefore, to make this negative 3 to become negative 2, we need to add 1. Now once we add 1, therefore, we need to move the decimal point right to left once. So move the decimal point right to left once. And the decimal point will be here, so add 0. So this will be 0.33 times 10, negative 3 plus 1, that would be negative 2. I hope it's clear for you, class. Why do we add positive 1 to make this negative 3 to become negative 2? Because negative 3 plus 1, the answer, class, is negative 2. And this will be the same, class. Once again, class, this is just the same. We convert this 1, this negative 3, to become negative 2. This is just the same, class. Alright, now, can we subtract the scientific notation? Yup, we can subtract it now because they have the same exponent. Alright, so subtract this one. So 4.2, subtract this one, class, 4.2, and then 0.33. So this will be 4.2 minus 0.33. So we can add 0 here. Okay, add 1 0. And then 0 minus 3. What's the answer, class? Of course, that cannot be. We need to borrow 1. This 2 becomes 1. And then this 0 becomes 10. So 10 minus 3, that's 7. 1 minus 3, that's cannot be. We need to borrow 1. This 4 becomes 3. And then this 1 becomes 11. So 11 minus 3, that's 8. Copy the decimal point. 3 minus 0, that's 3. That's it, class. That's the answer with regards to example number 3. So our answer, we have 3.87 times 10 raised to the power of negative 2. They have the same exponent, which is negative 2. That's it, class. All set with regards to example number 3. Alright, so we're down to the last example, class. Example number 4. So let's proceed now to example number 4. Alright, so we're down to the last example, class. Example number 4. 6.36 times 10 raised to the power of 3 minus 5.8 times 10 raised to the power of negative 1. Of course, we know that negative 1 is less than positive 3. So therefore, we need to convert this negative 1 into positive 3. So let me just copy this one. We have 5.8 times 10 raised to the power of negative 1. Now, to make this negative 1 to become positive 3, of course, we can add 4, right? Because negative 1 plus 4, the answer, class, is positive 3. Once again, class, negative 1 plus 4. If the signs are not the same, you subtract 4 minus 1, that's 3. Now, since 4 is greater than 1, we copy the sign. Therefore, class, negative 1 plus 4, the answer is positive 3. Once again, to make this negative 1 to become positive 3, we need to add it by 4. Because negative 1 plus 4, the answer, class, is positive 3. Now, if you're confused, class, sir, how did you get positive 4? Now, to get positive 4, class, you can just simply subtract the bigger number minus the smaller number. 3 minus negative 1. What's the answer, class? 3 minus negative 1. Of course, they have the same negative. We can multiply the negative. Negative times negative, this will be positive. And then 3 plus 1. Once again, negative times negative, this will be positive. So 3 plus 1, the answer, class, is 4. So that's how you get 4, class, in long way. Once again, class, in long way, you can get 4 by simply subtract the bigger number minus the smaller number. Once again, bigger number minus the smaller number, you get positive 4. But once again, it will take time, class. You think it this way, class. What would be that number that we need to add to negative 1 so that we can get positive 3? Of course, there would be positive 4 because positive 4 plus negative 1, the answer, class, is positive 3. Or negative 1 plus positive 4, the answer is positive 3 because 4 is greater than 1, we copy the sign. Unlike sign, subtract 4 minus 1 is 3. Now, 4 is greater than 1, we copy the sign. That's why we have positive 3. Now, since we add 4, therefore, we need to move the decimal point right to left 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And the decimal point will be here. So, add 0. So, the answer is 0.00058 times 10 raised to the power of 3. So, this is just the same, class. Once again, class, this is just the same. Alright, and then we can subtract it now. So, this will be... Okay, so this will be 6.36 minus 0. Once again, plus you align the decimal point 0.00. Okay, 0.0058. Okay, once again, 6.36 minus, okay, 6.36 minus this one. Okay, once again, this is just the same, minus 0.00. So 0.0, once again, plus you align the decimal point 0.00058. And then you put zeros on the top. Okay, you put 3 zeros and then simply subtract. Okay, so 0 minus 8, that's cannot be. We need to borrow 1. Okay, borrow 1. This becomes 5. This becomes 9. This becomes 9. This becomes 10. Alright, so 10 minus 8, this will be 2. 9 minus 5, that would be 4. 9 minus 0, that is 9. 5 minus 0, that's 5. 3 minus 0, that's 3. Copy the decimal point. 6 minus 0, that is 6. That's it, class. That's the answer with regards to example number 4. So our answer, we have 6.35942 times 10 raised to the power of positive 3. All set. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 4. Alright, so how about you try this one, class, and then you put your answer in the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic. So for number 1, that would be addition. For number 2, that would be subtraction. So once again, class, I hope you learned something new today. If you liked this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, class, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.